Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to happy hour in my kitchen. How you doing today? Hopefully everybody is enjoying day 496 of our confinement, unless you're in one of those states that's allowed out, which we're not. I'm hydrating because a friend told me I should be hydrating, so I took his advice to heart. And I'm really thirsty today, too. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Buffy. How you doing? So, we're listening to a little 1930s music because it has to do with our bee's knees cocktail. First things first, though. The caipirinha. Cindy, you could probably do this with me because you also like this. I am going to make a caipirinha. This is probably one of my favorite, I say that every time though, I guess, one of my favorite warm weather cocktails. And it starts off with fresh lime, which I cut into little pieces. I take a whole lime, I'll cut it into halves and then again into quarters. And I'm going to put it in my shaker, cut up into little pieces, and I'm going to add some simple syrup, probably about 3/4 of an ounce to an ounce. Again, it depends on, all right, making it with me. Hey, Melissa, how's life? Okay, a little bit of simple syrup, about 3/4 of an ounce. Now, the caipirinha has a fascinating story behind it. So these are both throwback cocktails that I'm making today. One is with a more obscure spirit, which is cachaça. Hey, Darcy, good to see you. Cachaça is the base spirit in caipirinhas. It's also the official booze of Brazil, and it's a sugarcane-based spirit. It's really, really good. It's been around since the 1850s is the first recorded recipe for a caipirinha. And it was commonly used by the peasants as their drink of choice. And the reason they drank it was because it was a health thing. They thought that it was medicinal. It really took hold in Brazil in the turn of the century, around the time of the Spanish flu, because people actually thought that the caipirinha was a remedy for the Spanish flu. So I figured it would be even more appropriate to do that today, since, we're all going to need a remedy for this, and why not a caipirinha? And it tastes a whole lot better than drinking disinfectant and bleach. Not that I would know, never having done it, but I can only imagine. So, there we go. I've got all the limes smushed with a simple syrup. And I'm going to add my cachaça. Now, if you really want to get creative, you can add the limes, and then you could throw in, wild idea, some blackberries. You can throw in blueberries. Anything that is seasonal you can put into a caipirinha, and it's fantastic. All right, a couple ounces of cachaça. I'm feeling healthier already. Let's see. If I had Clorox, I might try a Clorox caipirinha, but oh wait, I do have Clorox, but don't tell anyone because they might come for it. So. All right, ice. This is like, oh brother, where art thou music. Oh. All right, take that caipirinha. Ooh, passion fruit, that is a great idea. So passion fruit caipirinha. Well, it was literally, I don't know how a rhubarb caipirinha would taste. Maybe if it had enough sugar. All right, and I'm going to strain it into a fresh glass of ice. They listened to weird things in the 1930s. All right. I want the lime to go in, so I'm going to kind of get the pulp. And a couple pieces of lime. Because it's... All right. That is a caipirinha. You will feel very anti-flu and very... Oh, we're swapping the wine for the caipirinha. Thanks, hand. Cheers. You want this? The trick is it needs to be limey. It's best when it's limey. All right, that does it for the caipirinha. So be creative. This stuff, there's like 3 or 4 different brands of cachaça that are available on the shelves. I use this one because I think it's really good and it's a really good price. So you pay maybe $19-20 for a bottle. But it's worth it because caipirinhas are so good to have in the summertime. So the next thing we're going to have is the bee's knees. And the bee's knees is a Prohibition-era cocktail. It was created by a bunch of bathtub gin makers in the 1920s and 30s for the sole purpose of covering up the horrible taste and smell of bathtub gin. Luckily, we don't have that problem anymore. Unless things get really bad and booze becomes the next toilet paper, in which case, bye, I'm headed out to the liquor store. But, because I am running out of gin. Angie. Hi, Angie. Hey, Anna. Well, I don't have to answer you now because you're here. So, hi, Ty. Kate. Hey, Kate. Hey, CJ. How you doing today? All right. Bee's knees. Simple. A couple ounces of gin or maybe a little more. Do you like that? We're questioning the hand as to whether or not he likes caipirinhas. We'll know if it shows back up here in a minute. He's more of a bourbon guy. So, okay. Got the gin in there. I fresh squeezed my juice already. You too. It's terrible when one's children are on these live things because they keep sending advice that's pointless. Okay. Bye, Darcy. Lemon juice, about a jigger full. Now, if I was a normal person, I would put in my simple syrup or honey and call it a day. But no, that would be no fun whatsoever. So, I am making my killer bee's knees. Yes, I thought that name up myself. Of course, now murder hornets are in, so I probably should have evolved it a little bit. I have a special stash of honey that has, ooh yeah, it's got red pepper flakes in it. You can make a simple syrup with red pepper flakes too, or I have a simple syrup in my fridge that is made with black peppercorns. It's fabulous. So I'm going to take a pinch of this and add it to my bee's knees to make it a killer bee's knees. Oh yeah. I'll tell you one thing though, I should have put my honey in the microwave for about 10 seconds before I did this. Because honey on ice is like maple sugar on snow, if you've ever had that. You know what the maple syrup does when you put it on snow. It's not pretty. So, I've got my coupe glass here. I'll close up my aviation gin. This is gonna get a couple extra shakes. Hey Sandy, how you doing? Okay. Bee's knees, no ice. Straight up, in a coupe glass. Flavor profile, slightly sweet, slightly tart. So it's good for those of you that are conflicted. And it does not smell like bathtub gin. It smells wonderful and lemony. You know what? We'll even be fancy and garnish it with a little bit of lemon peel squeezed to get the essence out. There, it's a little prettier. Okay, the bee's knees, if it's done right, it's gonna be just a perfect mix of sweet and sour. Cheers.